Welcome to the Equi-Heart Pledge. I'm Dr. Jen, and today we have Charm with us to help share a Wisdom Horse Gem of the Day. So, I know you guys are going to be proud of me because after yesterday when we were talking about getting dirty, I went out and got dirty. So I wanted to share just a little bit of that with you today. So, getting dirty for me in a lot of ways was becoming willing to have some conversations, which I had been avoiding because they were difficult for me. And so what's really interesting about this is that after doing the piece about getting dirty, I didn't decide to go out and have this conversation. Rather, the conversation came to me. An opening occurred in a friendship, and it was the perfect moment. And because I had done my work with the horses, I was ready to have the conversation, and I had it. And of course, as these things go, it wasn't nearly as bad as I had expected, and the outcome feels hopeful. There's now hope to move forward in a positive way. And so I just wanted to share that little win with you guys. And of course, the timing was, of course, serendipitous. So I wanted to play off of that today because I realized Charm here is breathing deeply with me on this. I realized that that was one of the conversations I had to have, and I have a backlog of several of these conversations that I really should find the courage to have, but that I have been putting off. And so I wanted to tune into the horses to see what they could offer me about why do I have a hard time with this and what would help me have these conversations. I used the Wisdom Horse meditation to tune into the wisdom space because I knew that this was a bit of a tricky one because I've been dealing with it for a while, and so I really wanted the deepest level of wisdom to come in. And what was really interesting about this is that a whole menagerie of animals showed up, not just the horses, to show me what I needed to know about this. So once I was in the sacred glen, I was really surprised because the horse didn't show up immediately. So I was sitting there and the deer showed up in the circle and they sat down with me. And what they were showing me was that they carry a similar energy to me. I carry, in a lot of my essence, a sweet and gentle nature. And they were showing me that that was similar to them, a sweet and gentle, peace-loving nature. That, in a lot of cases, really would rather avoid conflict and just be loving and peaceful. And so they were showing me that. And then into the circle came a big lion. I have a lion friend who sometimes visits, who must be pals with Charm because she's my power horse. And this lion friend came into the circle. And he carries the energy of the benevolent, heart-centered leader. So, yeah, Charm? You know all about that, don't you? So the lion came into the circle and he put out this big roar and it made all of our hairs, ruffle in the wind. And instead of the deers running away in fear, they simply sat there. And in that moment, the message I got from them was that I could combine the energies of the sweet, peace-loving deer and the heart-centered, benevolent leader. I could both have the power of the lion and the sweetness of the deer. What do you think of that, Charm? What do you think? Yeah. And so in the next moment, I was joined by a herd of horses that included some of my own. And they showed me that what I could do when I carried this energy of both the deer and the lion is simply offer to join in partnership with somebody that there's a conflict with. Simply walk up to them the way we would walk up to a horse, perhaps. Extend our hands and ask them to join us in partnership to become curious about what's going on. And they show me that when we do that, there'll be some horses and some people, unlike Charm right now, who will join up with us and then follow us around the circle, who will be with us in the circle. And we'll be able to dissolve the conflict that way. But that not everybody is going to accept your invitation. Like Charm here is really distracted today. She's not truly accepting my invitation to be with us on this one. But that's okay too. We don't have to have everyone be with us in every moment. They don't have to agree with us. They don't have to say, I want to be with you. They don't have to say, yeah, you're the best thing in the world. They say, I'm much more interested in what's going on over there than I am in you. And that's okay too. And so they showed me how that when we carry that energy of the gentle sweetness and the powerful heart-centered leader, that we can invite people to join with us to create something new. And that seemed to lead a path forward for me in these other interactions that I still need to have. So there was one other piece, that once I joined with the horse and walked around the circle, and a menagerie of animals joined the circle. Yeah, a whole bunch of animals. All of the forest folk joined us. And that's okay, Charm's choosing not to join us today for whatever reason. And I was shown that when we embody the energy of the sweetness and the lovingness and the heart-centered leadership, that we can create a oneness. That the forest folk were not afraid of the lion. They did not run. In fact, a strong leader, but a heart-centered leader, is needed to hold the space of unity for all. And so it was just this beautiful idea of the oneness that can come when we're willing to step up and be the leader of our lives. And Charm, it's really interesting that she hasn't been too into this today, because Charm's been the one who's been my personal tutor, yeah, in stepping into my power. And that's the story I tell in our chapter. And she's confirming that now, but there must be something going on that I can't see that she can tune in with her equine hearing over there. So I invite you, where do you need to embody the essence of the heart-centered leader, the lion energy in your life? Where do you need to step into your leadership? Alba, even if it's sweet and peaceful and loving, where do you need to be the leader of your life? Where would that shift something really powerful and help you embody who you are and who you came here to be? So let me know how that goes.